Welcome to EasyEuge, the channel to help you to learn maths super easy, super fast. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to subtract mixed numbers and subtract mixed fractions. So if you're ready, let's get started. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click like on this video. And make sure that you watch all the way through to the end for question of the day. Welcome to subtracting mixed numbers. In these two examples, I'm going to take a whole number and take away a fraction, just to show you the method before we start into subtracting mixed numbers. Okay, so question 1 is 2, the whole number, take away half, which is a fraction. So this is 2 take away a half. Now in order for us to do this, we need to turn the whole number into a fraction. So 2 can be written as 2 over 1, because that is just the number 2. So how do we take 2 over 1 and then take away 1 over 2 from it? So we need the bottom numbers to be the same. The denominators need to be like. So to subtract fractions, we need to do something with this 2 over 1 so that we've got a 2 on the bottom so we can take away the half. So how do I turn that 1 into a 2? I can multiply it by 2. So if I take this 2 over 1 and I multiply the whole fraction by 2 over 2, because 2 by 1 will turn it into a 2, but multiplying the whole fraction by 2 over 2 is the same thing as multiplying it by 1. So we're not actually going to change the value of the fraction. So let's multiply 2 over 1 by 2 over 2. And then we'll take away the half. Okay, what does that look like on the next line? 2 times 2 is 4. And 1 times 2 is 2. And let's take away the half. And when you're subtracting fractions, as long as the number on the bottom, the denominator, is the same, you just simply subtract on the top. So this is 4 take away 1 is 3 over, and you just carry the 2 over, 3 over 2. Now this is an improper fraction because the number on the top is bigger than the number on the bottom. So what can we do to simplify this? How many times will 2 go into 3? 2 will go into 3 one whole time. So 1, 2 is 2, and you got 1 left over. So 2 will go into 3 one whole time. You have 1 left over out of the 2. So 3 over 2 is 1 and a half. Let me do that again with question 2. Let's take the whole number 3 and we'll take away 2 over 7. Now this is starting to look pretty tricky. Remember, 3 is the same as 3 over 1. And to subtract fractions, we need the bottom numbers to be the same. So let's turn that 1 into a 7. So remember, as we saw here, let's take 3 over 1 and multiply it by 7 over 7. And then we take away the 2 over 7. Let's work that out. 3 7s are 21. 1 7 is 7. And let's take away 2 7s. And we very simply just go straight ahead and subtract. 21 take away 2 is 19. And the 7 carries straight over. So the answer is 19 over 7. And again, this is an improper fractions. And remember, we need to simplify where we can. So how many times will 7 go into 19? It will go in twice because 2 7s are 14. So it will go in 2 whole times. And what's the difference between 14 and 19? Is 5. So we have 5 7ths as well. So 7 will go into 19 2 whole times. That brings us up to 14. Okay, and then there's 5 left over, so it's 5 sevenths. So now we are converting an improper fraction into a mixed number. So now that we know what a mixed number is, we can move on to our next examples. Question 3 is where we're going to take a mixed number, 3 3/4, and we're going to take away another mixed number. So this is subtracting mixed numbers. Let's write this down. 3 3/4. Take away 2 1/4. Let me show you a very quick way of working this out. You can see that the whole number is a 3 and the fraction is 3/4. And this fraction over here is a quarter. So we can take the whole number, 3, and take away 2. And that gives us 1. And 3/4 take away 1/4 is 2/4. And 1 2/4 is the same as 1 1/2. This was very lucky for us because we had a fraction here that was bigger than this fraction, but it's not always that simple. So let me show you the way to work this out nice and easy. I'm going to convert 3 3/4 into a fraction. How do you do that? And this is what you do. 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. Add on the 3 is 15. So that's 15 over 4. Okay, 3 3/4 is the same as 15 over 4. And if you were to work that backwards, can you convert that into a mixed number? How many times will 4 go into 15? It will go in 3 full times. That brings you up to 12. And then you have 3 left over. So that would be 3 3/4. Let's convert 2 1/4 into a fraction. 2 multiplied by 4 is 8, plus the 1 is 9. So that's 9 over 4. And that's how you convert mixed numbers into fractions. And because the numbers on the bottom are the same, the denominators, we can simply subtract. 15 take away 9 is 6. And the 4 goes straight over, so it's 6 over 4. How many times will 4 go into 6? It will go in 1 time with 2 left over, that's 2/4. And that is also the same as 1 1/2. So the answers are the same. So when I move now to question 4, let's go straight into this method of converting mixed numbers to fractions. 3 1/4. 3 1/4. Take away 2 3/4. Let's get straight into it. 3 4s are 12, plus 1 is 13. So this is 13 over 4. And we take away 2 3/4. 2 4s are 8, plus 3 is 11. So that's 11 over 4. And this is really lucky because the numbers on the bottom are the same. We can go straight ahead and subtract. 13 take away 11 is 2. 4 carries straight over, and it's 2 over 4. And remember, always look for the opportunity to simplify. Can we simplify 2/4? Yes, we can divide the top and the bottom by 2, and the answer is 1/2. The next level up is to subtract mixed numbers where they are quite tricky. So let's go into question 5. Let's take a look at how tricky this is. 2 1/3. Take away 1 5/9. Now that's starting to look a bit tricky. But you know what to do. Let's take these mixed numbers and put them straight into fractions. 2 by 3 is 6 and 1 is 7. So that's 7 over 3. Let's take away 1 5/9. 1 9 is 9, plus 5 is 14. So that's 14 over 9. 14 over 9. So there are our two fractions, and we can't subtract them yet because look, the denominators are different. So in order for us to subtract fractions, the number on the bottom has to be the same. So let's turn that 3 into a 9. Let's take 7 over 3. To turn a 3 into a 9, we're going to multiply the whole fraction by 3 over 3. And then we'll take away the 14 over 9. So let's work out this part here. 7 3s are 21. 3 3s are 9. So that's 21 over 9. And we'll take away 14 over 9. Now we can go straight ahead and do the subtraction because we have like denominators. 21 take away 14 is 7. And the 9 goes straight across. The answer is 7 over 9. So let's do our very last question of the day, and this is subtracting mixed numbers, where this one is quite tricky indeed. So let's write it down. 3 2/3 take away 1 3/4. Now you can see straight away these fraction parts have different denominators, and one is not a multiple of the other one. Let's turn these into fractions. 3 3s are 9. 9 and 2 is 11. So that's 11 over 3. Let's take away 1 3/4. 1 4 is 4. Add on the 3 is 7. 7 over 4. So it's 11 over 3. Take away 7 over 4. Now at the moment we can't subtract these because these numbers are not the same. So let's build up our least common denominator table, and we'll start with the first fraction, 3. Let's write down all the multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12. Let's go down that far. Let's take 4 and we'll write down all the multiples of 4 until we get a match. 4, 8, 12. There we go. We have a match. 12 and 12. It's a bit like bingo. The numbers appear in each column. So let's turn that 3 into a 12 and that 4 into a 12. Okay, let's take 11 over 3 and we'll multiply it by 4 over 4 because 3 4s are 12. Let's subtract 7 over 4 and we'll multiply all of this by 3 over 3 because that will make that a 12. So 11 4s are 44. 3 4s are 12. And let's take away 7 3s are 21 and 4 3s are 12. And because the denominator is now the same, we just go straight ahead and subtract. 44 take away 21 is 23 over 12. Now that's an improper fraction. So let's simplify. How many times will 12 go into 23? Well, I know it goes in 1 time. It nearly goes in 2 times. If that was 24, it would go in 2 times. But it definitely goes in 1. So 12 goes into 23 1 whole time. And there is 8 and 3. There's 11 left over. 1 and 11 twelfths is your answer. Welcome to Question of the Day. This is your chance to use what you've learned in the video. So today's question is 2 2/5 subtract or take away 1 2/3. So it's a mixed number subtracting a mixed number. So best of luck, give it a try, and when you've got your answer, leave it in the comments of the video. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.